However, from a sort of open viewpoint, this thought of, when does, I got to hinder with a truly entertaining story that happened as of late. McDonald's in China. In the event that you request a McFlurry, they inquire as to whether you need NVIDIA keychain with it. It just sells for $20. However, the issue is they simply made that accessible to under 10,000 clients. In this way, their NVIDIA keychain is now sold out, and it's right now in the retail market and sells for many dollars. Elon remarked on this, and he said that he had no clue about that this was going on and added, "All things considered, I will have some. Only for you to be aware, the primary connection in the portrayal, click on it to purchase this NVIDIA keychain." I couldn't say whether this is a joint effort. However, NVIDIA in China has posted about this, and furthermore McDonald's in China posted about it. In any case, in the following several years, this item could try and sell for a large number of dollars. We don't get that many opportunities to purchase uncommon collectibles like this. In any case, track down the connection in the portrayal and rush, since we have only 100 pieces left. PC-based knowledge truly began copying our thought process of as broad human knowledge. And as I'm not a specialist here, yet I comprehend it. There's still some discussion in the software engineering local area about regardless of whether general knowledge is really feasible. Along these lines, love your contemplations on that. It relies upon the meaning of general insight, its legitimate meaning, since it's so difficult to characterize, isn't that so? No one knows how to characterize general knowledge in some significant logical manner. There's no logical determination of general knowledge, thus founded on that. It's probably going to be a seriously prolonged stretch of time away. Nonetheless, some have utilized an alternate approach to determining it, which is, how do you have any idea when a PC can do numerous things? Not everything, but rather numerous things that people can do. One of the valuable things that people do is step through exams. Thus, you could, very well maybe the SAT test, the GRE test, the final law test, etc. Thus, on the off chance that you arranged the world's alls tests, and you said that you might want to make a PC that is super great at accomplishing those tests, better than most people, I would agree that if you would determine the tests, we could go make a PC that finishes those assessments really, doubtlessly inside the following 5 to 10 years. Thus, throughout the span of the following 5 years, my sense is that you will get PCs that finish human education assessments and mental tests successfully. Presently, the inquiry is that helpful? We feel that it's helpful on the grounds that we put our own kin to those tests. Thus, it should be a decent proportion of some capacity. Is that overall insight? I don't think it is. Yet the capacity to breeze through assessments is useful. Anyway, which part is it missing in the event that it's not full? All things considered, that is the part between breezing through assessments and general knowledge. The void in science that we don't have any idea how to determine, which is us. However, some time before artificial intelligence becomes us, well before that, it will be extremely helpful in settling numerous things. We'll utilize it clearly. We'll utilize it to assist us with doing a ton of unremarkable things and intensify things that we do that we view as valuable. That's what's more, my sense is, as past modern transformations, this modern of Hevel will drive efficiency acquires, such that the world will never see again. What's more, being this time is going. Assuming that you ponder the last modern transformation, you need to initially begin with materials plus energy equals new item. That material could be this structure, correct? Concrete. Material could be interstates, concrete. It very well may be steel, etc. In any case, it requires materials. This modern unrest requires no materials, just energy. Also, what goes into it is imperceptible. What emerges from it is undetectable. In any case, this modern unrest, since it requires no materials, can drive efficiency extension such that no modern of Hevel in the past has. As it's logical, in the event that everything resolve that we will have bigger businesses, is it conceivable that the world gets to $200 trillion of industry sooner? Without a doubt, same difference either way. Is it conceivable that we become much more useful sooner? Without a doubt, what difference would it make? Furthermore, assuming you ask a great many people today on Central Avenue what's coming down on them, it's expansion. Thus, the counter to expansion is efficiency. Also, this is our device. This is our... Furthermore, the two cases, they become more productive. At the point when they become more productive, they will quite often recruit more individuals. It's extremely intriguing that an industry goes, goodness, check that out. In productivity, enormous cutbacks. Isn't that so? It's clearly the reverse way around. Thus, the justification for that is on the grounds that you can return in history and take a gander at over the long haul. Clearly, the world's businesses, the world's gross domestic product, is the biggest it's at any point been. Furthermore, the justification behind that is on the grounds that we're more useful than ever. Furthermore, this is on the grounds that we likewise have a greater number of thoughts than we've at any point had. Thus, as long as the world has thoughts, in the event that we were more useful, we will have expanded profit to subsidize those thoughts, which drives up the size of the enterprises. Thus, I'm an essential devotee to the advantages of efficiency. I'm a crucial devotee that squandering is terrible. Squandering materials is awful, fooling around is terrible, squandering costs. It is awful to squander energy. Squandering is awful. I'm essentially against squandering, and I'm in a general sense in the camp of more noteworthy efficiency is great, and it drives human advancement. Thus, in the event that that is the situation, I accept that the world's ventures will be bigger, they'll be more useful, and these thoughts will fuel that. It'll make occupations. Be that as it may, the positions will clearly change. A ton of occupations will be unique. At the present time, right now, we're making an entire pack of new positions that have never existed until enormous language models went along, yeah? There's an entire field of designing called computer-based intelligence operations, computer-based intelligence tasks. Very much like production network tasks, we presently have man-made intelligence activities. We have information engineers. The possibility that we have information researchers, that is genuinely new. There are 10 million information researchers on the planet, so you folks know some. 10 million information researchers is one of the most well-known areas of training now, and information science didn't actually exist a long time back. Thus, information science is energetic. This entire thought called brief designing, isn't that so? In the event that you were informed that your future cooperation isn't with a stupid PC, yet with a savvy PC, what might be the expertise that you could create? Getting clarification on some things, which is in a general sense how you and I make ends meet, clarifying some things. Could you, have you thought about this and that? Isn't that so? As you're investigating the universe through provoking, that is on a very basic level my work. It's generally your work. Thus, posing inquiries of savvy creatures, which is how we make ends meet and what we're encircled by, gives off an impression of being a reasonably satisfying position. Thus, I think from now on, you will have much more brief designers, significantly more individuals who are great at provoking PCs, not programming PCs, coincidentally. That recommends that perhaps, by another enchantment, we've accomplished some type of general knowledge when you have people teaching themselves to pose wise inquiries of this other being, that is the PC. Things being what they are, correct? Sort of intriguing, just let me change gears a tad. What's more, I began addressing this before, however your organization creates an item that isn't just popular, yet that is likewise setting off a ton of interest, especially in the US, from government specialists. A piece of a more extensive area is creating a wide range of conversation about what the right degree of guideline ought to be, so we should talk a smidgen about how do you see that guideline developing. I realized that in April, the branch of country security made their new computer-based intelligence well-being and security board, and you're one of the 22 specialists on that. All in all, how would you see that developing, both at a public level, however at that point more explicitly the effect on when and where, and how you can sell what GPUs or what chips? I think at its center, there are several elements at play. One of them, obviously, is public safety, and the other one is public success. Public safety and public flourishing are connected. It's difficult to be secure when you're not prosperous, and you're safer when you are more prosperous. Thus, the two are profoundly connected thoughts. I think the U.S. perceives the significance of man-made brain power legitimately, and that the instrument that produces computerized reasoning must be thought about cautiously. That is truly, I think, the most elevated level exemplification of their